Billionaires don't believe in luck. They engineer it. But there's one thing. Even the most practical people on the planet don't overlook the energy inside the spaces they live in. It's no coincidence that the homes of the world's wealthiest share one quiet detail: plants placed with intention, following principles of feng shui that are thousands of years old, not for aesthetics, for attraction. Ancient wisdom understood what modern science is only beginning to confirm, that certain plants don't just clean the air or add beauty. They generate energy fields. They transform negative space into positive. They open pathways for abundance, peace, and good things to find their way in ways you feel before you can explain. These 12 plants have been used in feng shui for centuries, and you can start today. No million-dollar home required. Just the right plant in the right corner. 1. Rue. If your home feels heavy or clouded by bad luck, rue is your frontline defense. Known as the herb of grace, this isn't a typical decorative plant. It's a botanical security guard. For centuries, Mediterranean grandmothers have stationed rue at their doorways to intercept the evil eye and negative energy before it can cross the threshold. Its distinctive blue-green lace-like foliage carries a sharp, bitter aroma, a clear signal that this plant is here to protect. Thriving in USDA zones 4 to 9. Rue is a rugged survivor that loves full sun and well-drained, even poor soil. It asks for nothing but a sunny spot to stand its watch. The most impressive part of rue is its vibrational weight. Its presence creates a sanctified barrier, making your entrance feel secure and grounded. However, treat this guardian with respect. Its sap can irritate the skin in bright sunlight, and it's best kept away from pets. When you plant rue at your entrance, you aren't just gardening. You are setting an energetic boundary that has been trusted for generations to keep your sanctuary pure. Before we dive deeper, drop your USDA zone in the comments. If you ignore your local climate, you're basically setting yourself up for a garden heartbreak from day one. I'll be calling out the perfect zones for each plant as we go, so make sure you're listening for yours. 2. Bay Laurel. Let's be honest, most of us are constantly looking for ways to bring more luck or financial flow into our lives, often spending money on trinkets that just gathered dust. But if you look back at history, the most successful civilizations didn't rely on plastic charms. They relied on bay laurel. This glossy-leafed evergreen has been the literal crown of victors and scholars since ancient Rome. There is a psychological weight to this plant. It feels noble. When you place a bay laurel in your home, the atmosphere shifts from a simple living space to a place of high intention and quiet authority. For those in USDA zones 8 to 11, bay laurel is a hardy, long-lived companion that loves the sun. If you live in a colder state, it's the perfect prestige plant for a bright corner in your living room. What's truly impressive is how it bridges the gap between the kitchen and the spirit. You can harvest its leaves for a rich stew, or follow the ancient practice of writing a goal on a dried leaf and burning it to launch your ambition. It doesn't just look expensive, it radiates an energy of more than enough. By keeping one near your entrance, you aren't just decorating. You're setting a standard for abundance that greets you every time you walk through the door. 3. Hyssop. Have you ever felt like a lingering argument or a long week of stress has left a film over your home that no amount of cleaning can remove? This is where hyssop steps in, a plant so legendary for its purifying properties that it has been the gold standard for spiritual hygiene since biblical times. Unlike flowers that merely look pretty, hyssop feels like a fresh start in botanical form. It's the ultimate energy reset, used for millennia to scrub away the heavy, stagnant vibes that accumulate after conflict or illness, leaving your space feeling light and sanctified. This resilient herb is a champion of the North American heartland, thriving across USDA zones 4 through 9. It scorns humidity and soggy roots, demanding instead a sun-drenched spot with soil that drains as fast as a summer rain. The most striking thing about hyssop is its aromatic authority, a crisp, medicinal mint scent that seems to physically sharpen the air around it. When its vibrant purple spikes bloom, they don't just attract pollinators, they anchor a sense of crystalline clarity in your garden. Whether you're using it as a floor wash to mop away old worries, or simply letting its scent clear your mind, hyssop proves that a truly clean home is one that is spiritually refreshed. Stop guessing and start growing. Subscribe now to level up your garden and your home's energy. Don't let the next must-have plant tip pass you by. Hit the bell and let's grow together. 4. Angelica. There is a specific kind of unease that sets in when you feel spiritually exposed or vulnerable in your own home, a feeling that a simple lock and key can't fix. For those moments, history points to Angelica, a plant so revered for its defensive power that it was named after Archangel Michael. Unlike smaller herbs that work quietly, Angelica is a majestic, towering force. It was traditionally planted at the four corners of a property to create a divine shield, acting as a living guardian that filters out malice and invites a sense of celestial safety into the atmosphere. This goddess of the garden is a lover of cool, moist environments, making it a perfect fit for the damp, temperate climates of USDA, zones 4 through 7. It scorns the blistering heat, preferring a spot where its roots can stay cool, while its umbrella-like flower clusters reach toward the sky, often growing up to 6 feet tall. What is most impressive about Angelica is its grounding aroma, a complex blend of musky sweetness that feels incredibly stabilizing to the nervous system. Having it near your entrance doesn't just decorate your yard, it anchors a profound feeling of being watched over. For anyone seeking to turn their home into a fortress of peace, Angelica is the plant that stands watch when the lights go out. 5. Mugwort. If you feel like you've lost touch with your gut feelings, or your dreams have become a blank wall, mugwort is the bridge you've been missing. This isn't just a plant, it's an ancient tool for the mind. For thousands of years it has been used to thin the veil, helping people connect with their intuition and find clarity in their sleep. If you've been searching for answers or a creative breakthrough, mugwort acts as a botanical signal booster for your inner voice. This plant is an absolute warrior, comfortably surviving from the frozen winters of the north to the sun-drenched heat of the south, flourishing easily in USDA zones 3 through 9. It's so hardy it can feel wild, so keeping it in a large container is a smart move. The most impressive part, the moonlight shimmer on its leaves, dark green on top, and a ghostly reflective silver underneath. Simply keeping a sprig by your bed is a timeless tradition for sparking vivid, meaningful dreams. Having mugwort in your space is like having a direct line to your subconscious, reminding you that the wisdom you seek is already within you. 6. Holy basil. Most of us treat our front doors as just a way to get inside. But in ancient traditions, the entrance is where your home's energy is either protected or lost. That is exactly why holy basil, or tulsi, has been the most revered energy filter in the world for thousands of years. Known as the Queen of Herbs, tulsi isn't just a plant. It is a living shrine. While common basil belongs in a pasta dish, tulsi belongs at your threshold to ensure that only peace and blessings make it past the front mat. This sacred herb is a devotee of the sun, flourishing in the warm, humid embrace of USDA zones 10 and 11. For those in cooler states, it thrives beautifully as a spiritual roommate on a bright south-facing windowsill. What makes Tulsi truly impressive is its clove-scented aura, a spicy, uplifting fragrance that physically lightens the air. It's often said that Tulsi reads the room. It thrives when the home is happy and wilts when stress is high, making it a living barometer for your family's well-being. Keeping a pot by your door transforms your house into a sanctuary, reminding everyone who enters to leave their worries outside. I bet you didn't know that the plant sitting on your windowsill right now could be the key to your productivity. Keep watching because 10 is a total game changer for your focus. 7. Lemon verbena. Ever walk into your living room and feel an immediate heavy vibe that just brings you down? Forget the complicated rituals you need, lemon verbena. This plant is basically bottled sunshine. While other plants play defense, this one is an offensive strike against gloom. One brush against its leaves releases a citrus explosion so sharp and bright, it practically forces your brain to hit the reset button on stress. For my gardeners in zones 8 to 10, this is your low-maintenance best friend. It loves the heat, but hates soggy feet. So keep that soil well-drained, or you'll lose it. If you're in the north, grow it in a pot, and bring that summer energy inside for the winter. The real pro tip: use a handful of leaves in your mop water. You aren't just cleaning the floor, you're literally scrubbing the bad day out of your house. It's impossible to be in a bad mood when your home smells like a fresh lemon grove. 8. Scented geranium. Imagine a house where every conversation turns into a debate. Now imagine walking into that same room and feeling an immediate softness in the air. That's the scented geranium effect. While most people waste money on love crystals, seasoned gardeners know that this plant is the real secret to family harmony. It's the ultimate before and after. Before, the room feels jagged and tense. After, it feels like a heart-centered sanctuary where everyone finally takes a deep breath. If you're in zones 10 to 11, these are your set-it-and-forget-it outdoor guardians. For the rest of us in the north, they are the world's most forgiving houseplants. They thrive on neglect. Just blast them with sun and let the soil go bone dry before watering. The magic is in the leaves. Unlike flowers that only smell once a year, these leaves release a rose-scented peace frequency every time they're touched. Pro tip: place 1, exactly where your family gathers for dinner. It's a lot harder to start a fight when the air is physically telling your nervous system to chill out. 9. Jasmine. Feeling like your home is dull and lifeless? Stop buying more decor, plant a jasmine instead. This isn't just some meaningless plant. It's a powerhouse magnet for high-vibe energy. Jasmine is more than a flower. It's medicine for the soul. Its fragrance is proven to trigger the brain, sparking confidence and a massive surge of creative inspiration. If you want to attract luck and romance, this is your ace in the hole. For the gardeners in tropical regions, zones 9 to 11. Jasmine craves the sun. Let it climb your fence and it'll reward you with a literal wall of fragrance. For those in colder climates, keep it as a prestige indoor plant by a south-facing window. Humidity is the key. Don't let the soil get bone dry, or you'll watch those buds drop. Place a pot of jasmine right by your bedroom door, and you'll feel the shift in everything from your sleep quality to your morning mood. 10. Peppermint. Feeling like your finances are stagnant or your brain is constantly trapped in a mental fog? Peppermint is your ultimate escape route. In the botanical world, mint isn't just for tea. It's a symbol of financial flow and intense mental clarity. Its crisp, cooling energy acts as a psychological wake-up call, sweeping away stagnant, poverty mindsets and replacing them with the razor-sharp focus you need to spot new opportunities. It is the botanical cold splash to the face for anyone stuck in a rut. Peppermint is an absolute warrior across zones 3 through 11. It handles everything from freezing winters to scorching summers without breaking a sweat. But here is some hard-earned advice. Never plant this directly in the ground unless you want a mint jungle. Keep it locked up in a dedicated pot to control its aggressive ambition. Keep a pot of peppermint on your desk or where you manage your bills. Every time you brush the leaves, the burst of essential oils physically opens your airways and sharpens your mind, helping you manage your wealth with total clarity. 11. Rosemary. Do you ever walk into a room and feel like your brain is wrapped in a thick fog, or notice that your home's energy feels heavy and stagnant? It's time to bring in rosemary. This isn't just a kitchen staple for your Sunday roast. In the spiritual world, it's a powerhouse for memory focus and long-term protection. Known as the spiritual antibiotic, rosemary acts as a high-vibration filter, sweeping away mental clutter and shielding your sanctuary from negative external influences. For my fellow gardeners, this plant is a dream in zones 7 to 10. The secret to a thriving bush drainage is king. The most common mistake is loving it too much with water. Rosemary actually produces its most potent fragrant oils when it's a little stressed and the soil is on the drier side. Whether you plant it by your walkway or hang a dried bundle at your entrance, it serves as a noble greeter that sharpens your senses the moment you return home. 12. Aloe vera. Rounding out our list is the ultimate first aid plant, aloe vera. While everyone knows it's the go-to remedy for physical burns, seasoned gardeners know that aloe is a literal sponge for bad vibes. It absorbs low-frequency energy and replaces it with a frequency of luck and resilience. There is a fascinating old belief: if your well-tended aloe suddenly wilts for no apparent reason, it hasn't failed you, it has taken the hit for the household, absorbing a stroke of misfortune so you didn't have to. This is the one choice for the busy gardener because it practically thrives on neglect in zones 9 to 11, or as an indoor companion anywhere else. The golden rule for a massive healthy aloe: leave it alone. The less you water it, the tougher and more protective it becomes. Keeping a pot in your kitchen or bathroom doesn't just clean the air, it keeps daily domestic stresses from piling up. It's like having a silent bodyguard that also doubles as a skincare expert. Transforming your home into a sanctuary doesn't require expensive renovations. Sometimes it just takes a few well-placed plants. From the protective shield of rosemary to the vibe-absorbing magic of aloe vera, these 12 botanical allies do more than just clean the air. They shift the frequency of your living space, inviting in clarity, joy, and peace. Whether you have a sprawling garden or a sunny windowsill, you now have the ultimate blueprint to grow a life rooted in positive energy. Which of these 12 spiritual superfoods is going to be your next garden edition? Drop a comment below, and let's grow this community together.